Do you have any more questions, Luca, about Aridani?
I'm sure I have many, but at the moment that's great. Thank you for filling me in.
So this call is about money magic. So it's about the discovering the secrets of becoming the source. And when you're at source, you can be at source of anything. And that's a big part of the work that we do in Aridani is how do I be the source of whatever I want in my life so that I'm not looking outside. So I'm not looking outside to get aliveness or to get money or to get love. That I source whatever, like I have everything I need. And so I can source whatever I need. And today it's specifically about like how to apply that to money. That's the first part of what I want to bring today. And there's some money secrets that I've discovered and that I've been um, researching, which is to to commit first before you know how. So if there is something that you really want to do, for example, Aridani, and you're like, I've got no idea how I'm going to raise that amount of money to come, you can just decide that you're coming, and just there's no way you're not coming. Like it's just you are, and it's something that doesn't happen in your mind. It happens in your energetic body. It really like your shape will change, and you could even make a commitment paying the deposit or buying your flight, and then allow the universe to adapt to your new shape. And this has happened to me so many times, and my mind still really freaks out. And it's like, no, I don't understand how this is going to happen. I really don't know how I'm going to be able to go. But it's just deciding that you are enables like you won't know how before you commit. Like you don't need to know how. You just know that you're committed, and then the universe will give you the possibilities you need to be able to do it. Has anyone else experienced this? So that's one of the challenges or experiments I would give you is if that's the thing that's holding you back, to make such a radical commitment to your own path, to your own evolution, that you wouldn't you're like, how could a creator like you, like each of you, someone with so much um magic and um like superpowers inside of you, like think that you wouldn't be able to create that if you really wanted to? And there's so many times where we make excuses. For example, someone invites you to dinner and you say, "Oh no, I'm not going to go because I have to feed the cat or whatever." And it's really like, no, you're not going because you don't want to. But we make excuses to justify because we think that it's not okay to just want what we want and not want what we don't want. So this is the same. If you want to come, you will come. And I won't. I don't want to convince anyone. This is something that you would do for yourself. So that's another secret is that you realize that if you want something, you'll go to it. And if you're trying to find reasons why it's not going to work out, and because this, because that, then like which part of you is in the driving seat? Because if you feel this, if this you feel this call and your being is coming forwards, and it's like lighting up at this opportunity to really take a stand in the world for something different, for yourself, for what you want for your life, and you're letting all these other things come in the way, then it's kind of a, and it might not be what you want, it might not be what your being wants, but if it is, and all these other things are kind of coming in and eating at you, then it might be a sign that that's what's in the driving seat. And then that would be the thing to explore and look at is who do I want to put in the driving seat, because I'm the only one that decides that. No one can decide that for me. And that's what this team is for from now. The Aridani in the physical sense starts in 3 months. This team from now is the team to go through the emotional healing processes, to have the listening spaces, to do the experiments, to do the exploration, so that the evolution starts now, like the field of Aridani starts now. And so I won't be holding space for the money magic team. My invitation is that someone who wants to do this, someone who thinks they don't know how, will hold space and will commit to it. And I'm not going to ask yet, but I'm just putting that out there. Does anyone else have anything for now that you're sitting on?
How I want to know how much is you said how much do I need to raise for this for Aridani?
Aridani is 1,550 if you haven't been to an Expand the Box. And if you have been to an Expand the Box, it's 1,550. If you still want to come to the Expand the Box, if you've been to one already, it's half price, the second one. And there's a 20% discount for people coming to Aridani. So then the prices are different. But for first people who have never been to an Expand the Box, it's 2,100. And it includes an Expand the Box, a lab, and then 4 weeks and 3 days living together. And it's a full-time training.
You said 2,100 if you haven't done an ETB, 1,550 if you have.
Yes.
Um, I
And that includes the
I'm
lab.
I'm finishing the course that I'm doing in South Africa at the moment on the 16th, as I mentioned to you, and so I'd be able to join. You said from the 18th is when the lab starts. Is that correct?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Perfect. But
Yeah.
it would be 1,550 euros
Yes.
for joining from the lab forwards.
Yeah.
Perfect.
And that does not include food. Just to say that that will be on top.
Yeah. The food we will buy together and we'll split the costs together. Does anyone else have anything else about what comes up for you when you hear me speaking about, like, do you have any fears? Do you have any doubts? Do you have, like, what does it spark in you?
I mean, I have something which is if you ask someone or if someone watches this recording who does have it that they don't yet have the money and don't know how they will source it, that for me, like the Money Magic Adventures has been so much fun in my life. Like it requires me to experiment and to expand my box in different ways. And so what I see is possible is the team doing experiments together. So it's also, yes, it's sourcing money, but it's also becoming bigger to be the thing that is able to let money flow through. So it might be like going out on the streets and delivering your services with a menu to people, asking for money in exchange. It might be singing on the streets. Like there's all different types of stuff. It might be offering a work talk. So it's also an initiation to I don't know, to wildness. It's really also about being wild and getting out of your own way to be able to source money. Yeah.
Oh. So the Money Magic team experiments, I have some possibilities that I want to share as well, which is that there's a match funding platform called Artisan that a lot of the women here on Eye Contact the Opera use, where you can basically put a project on there and multiply your money. And so they like when you put in 200, 300, sometimes there's a 2 times or a 3 times match boost. So I'm going to share the details about that in the chat for people who are interested in looking into it. I'm on there for Somos, and Laura has a project, Nina has a project there, Bar has a project there, and it's a really fabulous platform full of creators doing all types of weird and wacky stuff and funding that through this platform, which is kind of like a Robin Hood for edge markers. So that's another thing that I wanted to share as a possibility. And some of the other experiments that are on there is, for example, declaring you're going to have an online birthday party or a birthday party in person. Doesn't matter when your birthday is. You just say to people, I didn't celebrate my 16th birthday party, or I'm celebrating my birthday party early or late. And you invite people to come and you tell them the journey that you're going to go on, and you ask for gifts in for money. That's one possibility. and that this would be something that you would do in your team is think of possibilities, think of experiments, or selling stuff on eBay, or starting a crowdfunding campaign, or doing like offering spaces. Like I'll make you a poem, I'll send you a song, I'll send you a joke, I will hold a listening space for you. I'll appreciate your being for half an hour. And these are my prices. And Laura did this she raised €2,000, I think, in 5 days. Will you speak about that, Laura? When you raised the money for the lab?
That I've raised money in different ways, but one of them was I was at Somos. How the hell am I going to go to the lab? Didn't have money, and I sent voice messages to probably 30 people, genuinely saying I want to go to this lab because, and here are my offerings, and I shared a menu of my offerings, and you can give me this sliding scale. So I made a whole bunch of money through that. But it also was me leaning into, okay, like I have these services to offer, and suddenly I had all these clients, and it was so fun and scary. That's one. Another way I sourced over 2,000 was I sourced it overnight whilst I was sleeping. Through this, I had made contact with, there's a woman named Anne Chloe, well, you've probably heard of her. And she initiated this Women of Earth Fund. And while I was sleeping, all this money went into my bank account. It was wild. So I really get, like, if you really have the commitment, it does happen. You got to do the scary experiment.
Mm-hmm. And really, like, the thing about the offerings that's scary is it's not like you're begging for money. You're saying, like, what I'm bringing is so valuable. Like, holding space for someone for an emotional healing process, their life can change drastically in the space of half an hour. Like, that's the amount of value you're offering for, like, like the generosity that you're offering for this, I don't know, €50 or €80 or whatever is really, it's there's no comparison really. And so that's also like to own the value that you bring is, I think, another part of this money magic quest. To really be bold and audacious about what you're bringing into the world and how much it could change people's lives, because you've experienced that change.
And I also have something. There's a way in which money, like, there's an openness for money to come through the more generous you are. So in the last 2.5 months, I've been documenting our journey every single day on Substack. I'm a writer, so I'm writing every single day articles. I upload photos for my sake and my care and my love, and for the team's documentation. And people find so much value in that generosity that I woke up one day discovering that there were people that decided to be a paid subscriber for this newsletter, just because I was generously sharing what is up in my life. And another example is that we just walked into a supermarket and there was a few strangers in the shop, and I started talking like, what are we doing here? What is this project that we're up to? We just did this experiment of no plastic. It was a 15-minute small talk. And on the way out, they pulled out a $50 bill and they told me, this is for your art and for your heart and for your journey, and have a good luck. And they went away, and there was a way in which I didn't intend to get anything from them. It wasn't a material exchange, but me being really generous with my life, with what I care about. People just wanted to support. People really wanted to be part of the journey I'm on. So I see it also as part of the journey of like opening up to the world.
I love that you brought that bar, because I also get that, like, the universe will compensate. Like, if you're just generous, if you're so generous with your gifts and with your aliveness, and you're not like, I need to hold it in until someone pays me for it, but just being like, like, you don't know who you're going to meet and what's going to happen if you're really um, willing to be generous with other people and with the world, and the beauty and the elegance and the grace that's inside of you, magic. I also experienced that of just being so on other people's teams that I'm met with generosity. It might not be from those people, but the universe balances the scale.
Would you
Generosity that I pour into the world.
my connection is not so good, but Bar, would you be willing to share your Substack in the chat?
Yes, I will. I will do that after the call.
And for me, the other and it's for me all ties in, and that's the main thing about Aridani is that there's if you are able to put as your point of origin, like at the center of your life, not anymore my survival. How am I going to survive? What am I going to eat? Where am I going to live? I'm not okay. But that you can put at the center of your life, like your quest. And you don't even need to know what your mission is or like what's the one thing that I need to do in the world. It's really like, what's the thing now? What's your quest? What do you really care about? What moves you? What's your pain? What's your longing? What do you want to bring into the world? What is the change that you want to exist? And you'll start to see the world through a different filter, because that's what you'll have at the front. Instead of seeing the world through the filter of how do I survive? I'm not okay. You see it through the filter of it's a more generous filter. It's a filter that's really about coming outwards instead of staying in a kind of prison. Really like putting the gaze outwards onto holding space for something that's bigger than you. And you don't need to know how to do that either, but that is basically the one prerequisite of Aridani. Because there's going to be times where it's really confronting. There's going to be times when you're going to receive feedback because you're going to actually get a real team. People that are so on your team, they're not going to rescue you. They're not going to keep telling you the things that you want to hear. They're going to tell you the real stuff. They're going to point out your bullshit. They're going to call you out. There's going to be reactivity. There's going to be triggers. There's going to be big liquid states. That's going to be your anchor. That's your center of gravity. Without that, it's just people who are too in survival, they'll go into the red zone, something called the red zone. And it's okay if you can go in there now and again, but that's where you spend all your time, because really what you really need right now is a lot of spaciousness, a lot of just nourishing your bodies, just having space held for you. And that's just the time of your life that you're in. And it's not a problem. You're in that time of your life. It's just, it won't be for you, Aridani, because you'll abuse yourself. I don't want that. I want people just ready to put something else at the center of their lives. And then we get to hi Annie.
Hello.
Hey,
Then we get
so
to,
sorry. I had a time mix up, but I'm really excited to be here. Yay.
I'm glad you're here now. So it's really not about being perfect either or doing it well. It's just about deciding in yourself as well. I'm ready. I'm bored enough. I'm bored enough of being in survival, and I want something else. I wanna live. Or, like life is so precious. I'm ready to really put me playing full out, having the most wonderful time, center of my life. And awareness and discovery and exploration and curiosity and adventure, and that requires like a dedication to transformation. That's what I would be asking for. That would also be at the center of this money magic. Just be another experiment. It would be a fun journey. It wouldn't be like a weight, like a burden. Well, from your being at least.
I do feel a lot of fear.
Does anyone else? You feel a lot of fear. What are you saying more?
Yeah, I feel fear because I'm noticing, even though what you're all saying speaks to me, I still hear the stories in my head that it's like I don't know exactly what I want. Or I do, but there's so many different things. I don't know how to choose and how to prioritize which one. And I
Will you slow down a little bit, Luca? Really?
yeah
Yeah, there's no rush. Let the fear be there and let it speak.
yeah
The fear is welcome here.
s- yeah. I feel fear that of coming and to Aridani and not yet having clarity on exactly what it is that I want to create. Um, and it's this story that I have as well that I need to go back to work because I haven't worked since
Mhm.
September last year, and when this starts, it will be a year since I've been working, and I need to go back and make some money because it's running out, and I, I, but I don't want to work in the industry that I had been working in, and yeah, I'm asking myself, what else can I offer?
Mhm. What would happen if you don't know exactly what you want to create within the sphere?
I discover,
Mhm.
yeah, I discover what is possible and get closer to what it is that I want to create.
Mhm. What do you want for your life right now? It doesn't have to be something in the future. Some perfect one project. Like, what do you want?
I want to walk. I want to walk barefoot in fields and in woodlands, and I want to grow food and community, and I want I want to explore other ways of living because I don't feel attached to modern society. Like I don't want to live in cities. I want to be in nature. I want to be with people and each person bringing something to the space some land where we can regenerate and share what we've learned with each other and the rest of the world. Whoever wants to come, there is a time and a space where people can join and we be connected to the sea and to the land and replenish what we as humans are depleting.
Oh,
Feel really touched.
Do you feel Lisa Maria? Feels it.
About it. Just so clear and so simple. Just coming together and sharing our gifts and replenishing what we've been depleting. I want to be a replenishing force in the world, not just a depleting one. I want that for me and for humanity. Thank you for sharing, Luca.
Thank you for listening.
I
Is there
want to.
anything that you need?
Oh.
You go.
Oh no, you can ask that question first.
Is there anything that you need or want? Luke, I know you've been to expand the box and you know about possibilities. Yeah. Is there anything you want or need from this team about those fears, those stories?
I I want I want to not
Women, will you
I want to not be limited
go take
by
the call in the sunroom, not in Melinda's bedroom? Yes, thank you.
I want to not be limited by the stories that I tell myself of this fear of incompetency, of not being ready yet. Yeah. But I want a space to really explore those fears and to get them out, and so that I have a bit more clarity of where those fears come from and how to heal them. I want to just go, decide that I want something and just do it without the worry and the stories. And I know I've done it before. Like I went to Egypt 3 years ago after breaking my spine, and I wanted to get into diving. I had no money, and I ended up managing to stay there for 6 months and completed my dive master and didn't spend anything. I just exchanged my skills and my services with the dive center, and left feeling left with a new skill and with new friends and a new way of looking at life. But I still have that fear.
I have a possibility for you. Do you want to hear it?
Yes.
Will you ask here who will hold space for you for an emotional healing process? Or in the Telegram group if no one here is up for it.
Yeah. Is anyone willing to hold space for me to do any HP on my fear of incompetence, of inadequacy?
I will. Oh, and Laura's also yes. You can do 2 layers.
Thank you.
You can reach out in the Telegram group.
I will.
Brielle, you had something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel fear because I hear you talk about like the red zone and I just sense like my box is so present, and and I feel so scared of also the possibilities of sourcing money in other ways, and and also of I feel scared of it being so intense that I would be in the red zone most of the time. And I'm just like noticing my body like just feels so scared of.
Will you also, Brielle, like really like just let the fear circulate, and you can get centered and open your eyes and make connection. Yeah.
There's also another
Yeah,
feeling.
I feel sad.
Yeah.
You feel sad. Okay.
Yeah, because I want to create what I came here to create. I also have these stories that if I like don't come to this or something, that I'm not living my path, or I'm not taking the steps that I need to take, and yeah, and I also, it's like I want to not be living out of my box. I want to not be living out of my grandma and not be listening to these stories. And I want to take care of my body because it has been a very intense couple months, and very about my body, very intense. Yeah, so I'm like really want to open to myself and open to my being, and I don't want to pressure myself really. Go too fast.
Don't go too fast.
Yeah.
You want to take care of your body.
Yeah. Yeah. And I want to open to the magic that I know is here. And yeah, I feel fear of my like in my box, for example, with the money wants to be very linear. Like I'll just go and work and I'll just do this and that's like I'm like, oh, I don't want to hit the edge of experimenting and doing other things, and or parts of me don't want to do that. Or and then I'm also noticing that I'm making it wrong to do more of a box thing to make money. Everything
Is there anything that
yeah.
is there anything that you want or need from the team?
Yeah.
Then your bodies need.
Yeah, I would like if someone space for feeling this fear.
Will you ask the team?
Yeah.
That's big.
Yes. Is anybody here available to hold space for me to feel this fear about I guess it's this fear and sadness about not wanting to pressure myself, and also fear of it's like fear of like being nonlinear and actually going to my edge.
I will hold space for you.
Thank you.
Gabrielle. It's really like the conscious sadness is the sadness of not wanting to pressure yourself. Like this is information, really valuable information.
Yeah.
You don't want to pressure yourself. You don't want to rush. You want to go at your own pace. You want to be generous with yourself. And then there's the other fear, which is more like the fear from the story that would be holding you back, not being able to go to your edge and without pressuring yourself. And I want to bring also that Aridani is really learning to look after ourselves. It isn't about abusing yourself or pressure or pushing yourself. It's about, what do I need right now? That's such a big part of being a creator. Like I just might need a day of massage and going and being in the water, and that I can give myself that I'm the source of that. But that I create what I need. Like I do want to put emphasis on how do we nourish ourselves. What does my emotional body need? What does my physical body need? What does my energetic body need? So that the expansion can come without any pressure and beating yourself up and trying to be somewhere that you're not. That isn't what it's about. It isn't like a, like a modern culture kind of pressure environment of achieving and success. Like it's completely redefining what success and achievement means, which is just about being yourself and being with yourself and creating from your longing what you want in the right here and right now. I want to bring Annie in. I'm really happy that you're here, Annie, and I see you nodding along. And do you have anything that you want to share? Yeah, what's alive in you?
Hi, everyone. I just want to have the best, most luxurious, effortless time making money in ways that are like joyful and fun and not taxing. Because that sounds great. And like, I know that I can make however much money I want. I just don't want it to suck. And that's, I think, the thought is like, oh, it's going to be more work. I'm already exhausted, I want to do it in the most fun way possible.
Go.
So,
what do you need for that, Annie, from your team?
I don't know. I don't know if it's a brainstorm. I don't know if it's like a follow through, like, because I read the sheet and, the idea of just, hey, I'm going to host a fun party. Will you donate? And then I'll have a party. But like, I haven't hosted that many parties. Like, that makes me feel a little bit anxious. It's a little bit exciting, but it's like, eh.
What
Like, yeah.
make your heart skip? Like, wow, it's scary. I never tried it before, but like I'm so alive wanting to do that thing. What would that be?
I don't. I mean, I've been feeling that way with the bad advice booth. We set up this little booth. That's where I met a lot of these guys. And it's at our little farmers market, and it's just made out of cardboard, and it's very childlike. And it's just, you never know who you're going to meet or what conversations you're going to have, and it feels so enlivening. I don't think it's scary anymore, but that was one of those things. And then I was like, okay, how could I rest and get paid? I was like, what if I set up a hammock on the mall and have some kind of silly sign that's like resting for cash, or, but like something that would actually make people want to donate. Because I was like, what are the things I would never do to make money? And it's like, absolutely nothing is the thing I would never do to make money.
Yeah.
So I'm
I
curious.
love that.
Yeah, I'm curious if anyone has thoughts on what the sign could read that you think would get people to actually donate. Or I don't know. I think people love being part of a cause. So it's like, hey, I've got this amazing opportunity to spend 2 months like learning about incredible ways to be with other people. And I want to bring that back and share that in some fun way. Meh. But it's just like, ugh, that's fine. That would work. But like, ugh, it's
Do
boring.
you have a pen and paper?
I can get one.
You get a pen and paper. You're gonna open what's called a possibility space.
And anyone else that want to write it down and have it for themselves, please bring a pen and paper. It's gonna be wild.
This movie, I love wild. Okay.
If wants to write it on the phone and put it in the chat also.
Also, if anybody here is available to massage my shoulders at some point, I would really appreciate that. Thank you.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so this is how this goes. We're all in this space. So everyone has their pen and paper, and we're gonna like call in the bright principle of possibility, and then just like open the sphincters, like get really like loose, let the wild non-linear ideas come through, and then just write them down. And then whatever calls to you makes you excited, but doesn't make you feel like, oh, I will die. Like that there's enough fear that it's woo, but it's not just like I will never do that. I will, I'll freak out. So like all of you can now choose to jack into that. Go, Annie.
You gotta wiggle it out, you know what I'm saying?
Wiggle it out. Yeah, yeah. Like really, like choose to be like you can even click your fingers, and I'm jack. Like I am the possibility. Click your fingers, and then like just let the ideas come, and we're gonna just burst them out of us. And this is possibilities about generating money in an effortless, ecstatic way.
Let's go.
Oh, the hammock. Have someone sit in the hammock with you and say something to them, something beautiful or whatever the conversation is. Yeah, invite them into something in the hammock.
Invite them into the most dangerous conversation that is the most alive. How do you want to speak with that person right now? No blocks, no limits, saying whatever comes to your mind. You're just speaking out.
Extraordinary hammock chronicles.
Go to the forest and grab wildflowers and make bouquets and then sell them.
Send videos to everyone you know and love of you singing about Somos and Aridani and why you want to be there.
Tell people that you're going to send them jokes or personal messages of love. And you're asking for a donation of $5 to $20 telling them, like really like saying why you want to go to this thing and what so you're so turned on about and what you're going to bring back, and saying like, I will write you a love letter. I will tell you a joke. I will tell you a story. I will appreciate your being. Will you donate $5 to $20 to this cause?
Making some, oh, sorry, I don't want to go too fast. Making some kind of event in public, like singing or dancing or bringing people in, like that is related to what it is you want to create at Aridani and is part of your bright principles, like just having a space and inviting people into it.
Hold a luxury lavishment space where there's people give a donation and there's a massage corner, face masks, all the different types of nourishment, and get nourished.
Invite people for a Canary traditional foods like meal, and give the donation jar and do like research what is traditional in the Canary Islands and just do all those kinds of traditions like games, plays, whatever comes.
Give people foot and shoulder massages. And that's a donation.
Do a theater piece and be in the theater piece. Be this so relaxed, effortless being, and do it. Bring this theater piece to the streets. Do it with your friends.
Okay, how do we make it competitive betting games in public that are also nourishing?
Go.
Okay.
What do you have, Annie?
Like competitive Twister, and whoever wins, like you have to, like people vote on who they think, but like sillier. How do we make it sillier and competitive? Because people love to bet on stuff. You know what I mean? We need heckling.
Heckling, yes.
Sell a secret present that will be revealed months after. So a donation, and then you will figure out what the present is after Aridani.
Make yourself an oracle booth where you just read people's minds. You call people to read their minds and their heart and their soul and be their witch.
I think I would be terrible at that, but I could make things up.
Yeah, you can make it treasure hunt.
What other games could we play in public that would be like really easy for anyone to join in? Do you guys have any game ideas?
Limbo.
A gincana. Everyone loves a gincana.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like it could be a sack race, or it could be three-legged race, or they have to like do a race where two people go at the same time. They run to a place. They have to turn around 3 times, then jump over here, then go around here, then grab something random and put it somewhere else. Like a little obstacle course type thing.
Great. It's whole relay day out in the streets.
And you can you can video it and send it to people and tell them what you're up to. Write articles and send them to people.
Do the experiment of doing nothing for maybe 1 day or 3 days, but still move around and come with this purpose of, like, before you begin, declare to Gaia, declare to the universe that your mission, which is you want to go to this training, you want to source money, and you just go out on a walk and you follow your impulses without trying. You speak to who you want to speak to, you have a conversation and see what happens.
And you hold that purpose so close in your field that the way you meet the world meets your purpose. That would be the walk with Echo, the walk with the universe.
Yeah, really, really do the experiment, and this is all of you, of committing, of being like, if this is really what you want to do, you register, you pay the deposit, and then you wait. But you're not waiting. You're in connection, like, with your purpose. And you're interacting with the universe, and you're letting the universe bring you the opportunities that you need that might be really non-linear and unexpected.
Cool.
And Annie, like, call your friend and just cook together, like you said that you want and you love.
Oh, we did that. Oh my God, so fun. Yeah.
So I want the report. Will you share in the Telegram how that was and the celebration?
Oh my God.
Talks?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Could I share now, or does that feel like a not a good use of time? Okay. So for context,
one second.
yeah.
Before you do, Luca and Lucy, do you have any more possibilities that came through to you, or ideas? And then we'll close the possibility space.
Yeah, creating a walk in nature to bring strangers together to laugh and connect, being to being.
So, anything from you, Lucy?
So you said you wanted it to be effortless, I guess, and not doing anything for it. So this is maybe already too much, but I saw you in this hammock, and then, like, there's this sign where you say, "Join me in the hammock and I will write a poem for you." And you read the poem in the hammock. But yeah, so you need to do a little bit, but yeah.
I love it. Thank you.
Yeah, and I invite anyone at any time, if you're stuck, if you don't know, that you just say in the group, "Will you give me possibilities about?" And then everyone could just start. Because I could go all day. I think everyone else here could too. We'll just think of another thing, then another thing. It's really not. It isn't a lack of money. It's a lack of possibility. And so if you just open up, like you're just sourcing possibilities. It's all you need.
Okay.
Okay. And I really invite you, Annie, to watch the beginning of this call, because we talk a lot about these things as well.
Awesome. I'll do it.
Okay. So enough possibilities for now. Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Or need more possibilities? Or is that enough for now? Okay. Go, Annie.
Okay, so I'll keep it brief, but for context, I've been having some kind of gut issues, and I just thought it would be really fun to cook with other people and do like a silent meal or some kind of just like time where we're really focused on food and cooking together. So I put this out to a group online, and I got so many lovely people that were like, "I would love to cook with you. That sounds so fun." And I had someone who I've known a little bit come over and bring the most like beautiful steaks, which he cooked, and I made really great vegetables, and we did the whole thing. We like started lying on the floor, just like meditating, and then we cooked in silence, and then we ate, and then we like had a conversation about it, and it was just, I just felt so full of love and joy at such a simple exchange. And he was someone who's recently given up alcohol and doesn't know what to do with himself, and so it was just like really beautiful for him too. And it just, really warmed my heart. So it was really lovely. Yeah. It's nice when you can put out there what you want. It allows people to help you. And it's fun to help people when you know what they want, you know. That's my takeaway.
Okay, we have a few minutes left. We don't have to use them. Does anyone else have anything they want to bring, share, ask?
Yeah, I really feel after this call that for my own business, I was putting myself in this box and like pushing myself to, yeah, to sell something. And now I feel more open and like now I have other possibilities to look at my business and to start doing, yeah, more from what I love instead of what I should do. So, yeah, it's relieving. Yeah. And I also feel very overwhelmed because of all the aliveness and yeah, it was a wavy day. So, yeah.
Is there anything that you need or want?
Yeah, I'm going to ask for a healing space, but I already know which person I'm gonna ask. So in this moment, right now, not. No.
So,
Thank you.
everyone, I invite you to take care of your bodies and drink lots of water. You might be in liquid states. They're very welcome. Just be kind to yourself.
Yeah. Oh, and Bar, please share your Substack.
I will.
Thank you.
My Substack.
Lisa Maria, I have a logistical question. I may be, if others want to jump off or not, but I do have a question about timing at the end of the retreat.
Yes.
Can I go ahead and ask? Is that cool?
Yeah.
So I think it ends a few days after one of the, like a big event that I have in the year. And I imagine it's quite disappointing not to stay to the end as like a full container. But I guess I am wondering about possibilities of leaving like a week early or how to navigate that.
What date is the event?
It's like the Saturday before Halloween. So I want to say it's like the 21st or 2nd or 3rd. It's like somewhere in there.
So we have on the weekend of the 23rd, we'll do like a 3-day celebration, which is also going to be open to the public. And so there'll be a couple of days before that of like preparing and also resting and not having like kind of a full schedule. And also it's a co-creation, so everything will depend on us. So if it's really towards the 21st, it's okay because we'll be coming to an end. You'll miss the celebration, which will be a place for people to bring their creations. People want to bring theater, dancing. Like, how do we want to celebrate in our culture? What's how would a festival be from a different place? It isn't about, I don't know, selling tickets or having like this gremlin fun, but it's really like a being fest. So that's what I want to bring and how I want to celebrate. And so it would be up to you if you wanted to miss that and the event was really important to you. It wouldn't work.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Awesome. Thanks, everybody. This was fun. Appreciate your energy.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Stay in touch in the group. Yeah, keep asking for what you want.
I'm not in the group, so I want to be in the group.
I'll add you.
Bye, team.
Bye, team.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.